Start this thing here. And we are live, boy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and let's get ready for EJ Boxing Live.
Yes, sir. We're ready to again, boy. Yo, what's going on, people? EJ Boxing Live here, and we're back. Been a while. We're back in here. Let me just look, man. So we've already seen here. My man Natty Turner's back in the building. We have PMC taking a little thing, but my man Natty Turner, see him there? Him there. I know. hey, Natty, the music. Hey, I forgot. You can put yourself off mute. I remember the music. What the music there? You know, your little intro.
Yo, I'm on here. So it's self-promotion time before this gets started. Cause it's a music thing with that on still. You know. Serious thing. Yeah. So as you know, right there in the little names section right here, I go by the name of Natty Turner. Get that spelling correctly. Because when you go cop this wonderful hip-hop music that I make, you know what I'm saying? I want you to get the name spelled right so you don't have no problem finding it. You know what I'm saying? So in the last 3 years, I have put out 3 albums. One is called The Golden Era. Next one is called New Frontier Cocktail Lounge. And the one that just dropped on Friday is called Kenmore, and it's bubbling in these internet streets. So what you need to do, if you're watching, if you're on this panel, you know what I'm saying? If you stream this later in the archive version, I want you to take your phone out, look up Natty Turner, and even if you don't purchase, just add all my albums to your cloud, man, and just give me a listen. That's all I'm asking. You on Spotify? Follow me on Spotify. I'm on Apple Music. You know what I mean? I'm on Amazon Music. I'm on all streaming platforms. All right. So go out, check it out. Dope Hip Hop Music, and there's a special treat on there because I work with one of my boxing brethrens. Boxing beats and rhymes on one of the songs. All right. The song is called The Professional, produced by Boxing Beats and Rhymes, aka Delirious, straight out of North London. So now let's get with this boxing shit.
Yeah, that sounds good though. Like, when was that? When did you work with Beats? When was that? Recently?
Recently, yeah.
Oh, that's all right. That's what's up.
So the song is on the most recent album called Kenmore. What you see in the background right here, that's the album cover for the new album, Kenmore. So
yeah. Oh, that's all
that's
right,
what we on.
You want to drop me the thing? I want to listen to that like for later on there. So I'll put it in. And
I put it in the link for you, fam.
Yeah,
but I've been posting it all over on Facebook. So just go on my Facebook page and hit one of them links, man.
Is it on YouTube? Have you got it on YouTube?
It's definitely on YouTube, automatically generated on YouTube. It's some professional shit. My label is Kemet Universal Foundation. You know what I'm saying? So anything you see that's my label. You know what I mean? I also produce under the moniker Son of a Drum. You know what I'm saying? So you want beats, holla at me. You know what I'm saying? So you're doing that.
Yeah, that's all right. Because I'm gonna so I'll put a link in the description box. If you drop the YouTube thing, I'll put it so people can directly go and get that. All right then, man. Now you turn it in there. PMC's here. I think PMC over there, he's just getting something to eat, cooking. So he's just listening for a minute. So Natty Turner, where there? You have half your face in the camera. You must be standing up there.
I'm standing up. Well, hold on, man. Let me see if I could make this a little better for you. All right. Can you still hear me?
There you go. There, we can always hear you, boy. There you go. All right. So listen, Natty. So what? Gervonta Davis, the new face of boxing. What, like, who did you pick? Did you expect it? And you know what? Actually, you know what? I want you to listen before you go, right? I want you to listen to this thing. Just came out for 35 minutes. So fresh off the press. I want you to listen to Oscar De La Hoya, and because you know that Tank Davis, right? You remember? All right. So when you listen to this, I want you to get your reaction on this and your prediction and everything. All right. Listen to this now. Let me play this thing.
Congratulations to Gervonta Davis. You fought a hell of a fight. My hat's off to you. You had a great game plan. Beautiful body shot. Ryan Garcia, We are proud of you. The world is proud of you. You made this fight happen. You wanted this fight, and I'm sure a lot of fighters will learn from you that you're daring to be great. But I do want to clarify why Bernard Hopkins and I weren't at the post-fight press conference. First of all, Bernard Hopkins was accused during the weigh-in of having testosterone cream on his hands and touching Gervonta Davis when he only wanted to help him because he was going to fall off the stage. So PBC, Gervonta's promoter, banned him from everything. He couldn't get inside the ring. He couldn't do anything during the promotion. And so as for myself, my security team told me, boss, we got to get the fuck out of here because I received death threats. You guys don't know this. I received death threats throughout the whole week, and they just said it was simply too dangerous, so we got out of there. And plus, Eric Gomez, who is my president, who was right there, front and center with Ryan Garcia, so there was no issue, no problems. This is all coming from all these PBC minions that are just attacking Ryan, attacking Golden Boy, but it's all good. It's all good. Ryan Garcia made this happen. Tank made this happen. We had a great fight. The best man won. Hats off to you. And again, Tank Davis, you're a great fighter. Ryan Garcia, I have your back. Bernard has your back. We're with you 1,000%, and you will be back stronger than ever, better than ever, guaranteed. Thank you.
All right, Natty, you heard it your own self. Oscar De La Hoya backing out. And to me, before you jump in, I'm just gonna say I think he's live. He wasn't falling off the stage, and I say if they know he was gonna get broke up, and they didn't want to be there to get bun up. What do you have to say about that? Go ahead.
So first things first, nobody's attacking Ryan Garcia. You're on your own, buddy. You and Bernard, leave Ryan out of this, because that young man handled himself in class, and I believe that he got more respect in the post-fight that he had before the fight started, okay? That being said, Oscar De La Hoya is full of shit. That's all I gotta say. You try to take a man at his word, but you know, it's not like he hasn't lied before, bro. And I'm telling you this: no matter what it's so-called the PBC minions or whoever was preventing Bernard or blah 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 from getting into the ring and if Ryan Garcia had won, they would be right there, front and center. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Nobody would stop them from being in that ring if Ryan Garcia had knocked Tank out or won the fight against Tank, and nobody would stop them from being at that press conference. Right. You guys talked a lot of smack, and for experienced fighters and promoters, you have it's kind of weird that you have such a problem with a loss, that you're gonna abandon one of your staples, your key fighters, because you don't have Canelo anymore. He's number one. Him and Virgil Ortiz, but he's the one with the star power. You know what I'm saying? You better stand next to him because he's still got some shine on his diamond. You know what I'm saying? It ain't completely dull yet. You know what I'm saying? So you better stay next to him. You better keep him in your good graces if you want to continue as a company. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. That shit was weird. That shit was weird to me.
Mm-hmm. No, I was gonna say that because I was thinking, yeah, like he ain't go. And also Roberto, what's his name again? Roberto, what's his name again?
The matchmaker?
No. Verdo, Gilbert Ramirez. He lost as well. Yeah, he lost as well. So
he's done. Nobody's really talking. I mean, Zerdo, he kind of missed his opportunity to become a star. You know what I'm saying? When Canelo was there, they should have matched that up a long time ago, or matched him up with Benavidez or something like that. But they just had him fighting bum after bum after bum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it.
And then he goes and loses, and that's it. You know, trying to keep that undefeated record, I guess. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, when he went against Bivol, like, right? Bivol scored him. was a good fight. And like Oscar De La Hoya be losing the big fight because your iron sharpens iron. You can't be out here fighting bums and worrying about losing, and that's what's happening. If you look, I said. I knew Tank would lose the fight because I said, like, bro, you 24, you ain't even world champion. I looked at his resume and I said, you ain't even trying to be. You're Instagram box.
Like Ryan Garcia is. He's had at least a couple opportunities to be a full world champion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had the interim belt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had the interim belt. So when he beat Luke Campbell, he was the mandatory for Devin Haney's belt. Instead, he foo-fooed Devin Haney's belt and said, "Oh, we have the same belt. Blah blah blah. Your belt is as good as mine. Da da da. I don't want to fight you. I want to fight you last. Oh, I want to fight Tank. No. I'm on Mike Tyson hot boxing. Oh, I'm gonna knock you out in 2 rounds. Next thing you know, no, I don't want to fight Tank anymore. I'm fighting Manny Pacquiao. I'm on to bigger and better things. Sorry, Tank, you're gonna have to wait. You know what I'm saying? All of this antics. He was doing too many antics and too little of sharpening his skills with credible competition. I'm not saying he had to fight killers every time, but competitors that were going to make him better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he wasn't doing that.
No, I agree. And they looked at Tank like easy food. They looked at him as food. He's short.
Yeah.
And he loses on round. They said, yo, Ryan should beat him. But what they didn't realize is Ryan ain't dedicated. He ain't got a good job.
Yeah, he's dedicated to the look of boxing, the flash, how fast I can throw my hands. You know what I'm saying? Not the technique, the mental game of boxing, the strategy of boxing. You know what I'm saying? The chess of boxing. He was not into that part. He was into how can I knock can I punch and blow a candle out type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Like people think that Floyd, you see, Floyd fooled a lot of people. But people think Floyd doing that pad work with Roger was the bulk of his training. Oh, that's how he got so fast and blah blah blah. But that's just for show. That part is just for show. That's just a reflex thing. You know what I'm saying? That's not the strategy. You know what I mean? But people think that's the strategy. You know what I'm saying? And they look at these things on TV and think they could reproduce this shit in the fucking ring. No, you gotta work, man.
Yep. Facts. All facts, bro.
You gotta work.
Facts. All facts you talking. Hey, and we're gonna get into the controversy of the scorecard. So let's bring it up. With the scorecard.
Let's do this.
With the scorecard right here, like so let's talk about it. I want to see how you scored it. So my first round, and this is what I scored it. I gave the first round.
I can tell you right now, very quickly.
Go ahead.
1 round to 6, and he got knocked out in the 7th. I mean, 1 round to 5, and he got knocked out in the 7th. Right?
I gave him the first, and I gave.
I gave Tank the first, but I don't care if you gave Ryan the first. It's cool. It's cool.
No,
I gave Ryan 5.
He got knocked out in round 7, right?
Yeah.
All right.
He got knocked out in round 7.
Yeah, I gave him. I think it was round 6. It's round 6. I gave him.
Yes, the one before he got knocked out. That's the one I gave him.
Yeah, that's
the one I gave him.
I gave 6. For the second. Yo, let's talk about the second round. So these are. See this guy Steve Weisfield, yeah? This is the guy who used to be the ring announcer. That guy used to be the ring announcer back in the day, Steve Weisfield. Mm-hmm. Another one goes when he used to say Roy Jones Jr. That's him, right? He's a judge. I like that. Right. And then they got another guy, David Moretti, and they got another guy.
Moretti. Weisfeld is kind of a veteran now. I remember when he first got into the judging thing, I started seeing his name a lot on HBO back in the day, in the early 2000s. Moretti is an OG. Moretti should know better. OG. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
OG.
Yeah. And then the third judge, he named I don't know, Tim Cheaton. I don't know his Cheaton. I don't know who that is. I don't remember his name. But the first two, Steve Weisfield, I was like, yo, Steve Weisfield, I think maybe it's not him. No, maybe that's not the ring announcer. I keep thinking it is, but it probably isn't. But yeah, Steve Weisfield, I've been around, and Dave Moretti, I think, yo, these guys have been around for a minute, bro. So Oscar De La Hoya, I think what happened in the negotiation, they go, You can have whoever judges you want. This ain't gonna go to this is, and that's what they did. Let's talk about round 2. So on all scorecards, right? They got it. What they got here? They got
a draw and two 10-9 cards.
Yeah, like yeah. How that work? How that working out? How is that? Like
that's egregious, and they should be under investigation for that. Let me tell you why. It's a foregone conclusion that when there's a knockdown, when somebody has not, like, all right, let me just keep it simple. When there's a knockdown, it's an automatic 10-8 round. Unless, right, for some reason, that knockdown just came out of nowhere after this person being pummeled for the entire round. And even then, sometimes it's still a 10-8 round. But I can understand that. But in this case, the round was so close. I think Ryan might have landed 4 more punches or 3 more punches than Tank, according to CompuBox, right? So ultimately, these judges were giving Ryan credit for being inaccurate and not giving Tank credit for his defense. You see what I'm saying? Because Ryan threw a crazy amount of punches, but only managed to land only 3 more punches than Tank threw, where he only threw like a few punches, like single digits, right? So he made Ryan miss a gang of shots, but he landed at a 50% clip, and he landed a knockdown punch.
10-10 round, bro.
So that is a automatic 10-8 round because the round was being dominated by no one when the punch landed.
Yeah,
that is the rules across the board.
Yeah,
unless there's some inside thing that I don't know about. Tell me something. I need a judge.
Well, I'm a judge. I judge.
Yeah. Okay, you are a judge in the UK. Yeah. According to that system, that's an automatic 10-8 round, correct?
It's automatic 10-8 round. That's what it is, a 10-8 round.
So I need a Vegas judge now to come and reiterate that for me. Because I've never been to the class. Is there some circumstances in which that you can throw that 10-8 rule out the window and score a draw?
What we're looking at is a CJ Ross situation out here.
That's crazy, man.
They've already been. He's been around for long. Maybe too old.
Too long, bro. Like, what were you watching? You need to get glasses like your boy, man, because you know what I'm saying.
A 10-10 round like that, like they gave the round for Tank, but it should have been a 10-8. They got 2 of them.
Yeah.
But the 10-10 round is like, well, you try to say the round's even?
That was.
Let's go by what they think, right? In your opinion, before the knockdown, was Ryan Garcia absolutely dominating that round? That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, that's what I'm trying to say. He wasn't dominating. He was being aggressive, but he was missing a lot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So they're giving him they're giving him credit for ineffective. They're giving him credit for ineffective aggression, and giving Tank no credit for defense and ring generalship.
Yeah.
And those are all criteria. You know what I'm saying? So defense and ring generalship allowed Tank to maneuver in a way to catch Ryan overcommitting and countering with that left hand. Ryan just throwing random punches and throwing the same left hook 3-4 times in a row. How is that effective aggression?
Yeah,
that's freaking stupidity.
I gotta give it to you though. Tank was holding. I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be fair.
Yeah.
He was holding, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I said, yo, I thought he was hurt. Like, he was holding, and maybe the judges at that point thought he was hurt, and because he was holding,
maybe
Ryan was hitting around the back of the head. I thought that was illegal as well.
You know what? That's fair. I can see that interpretation.
Yeah. So what
You
I'm
know
saying,
what? I never thought about it that way.
yeah,
Because I could see that he wasn't hurt,
no,
but I could see that because he held on, I could see somebody say, "Hey, he looked hurt."
he did look hurt because I thought it was hurt.
Right?
He grabbed on twice. So maybe if their mind, like Ryan was winning the round and he looked like he was winning it comfortably because he was holding. Maybe they thought Tank was hurt.
Exactly.
So they
felt like, okay, Ryan hurt him, but he hurt Ryan, so it's kind of da. I could see that, but to me,
that knockdown can't figure. That knockdown wipes everything. Yeah. That knockdown was hard. But
that knockdown could have. He didn't do even in that moment. That wasn't enough to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That wasn't enough, bro.
Yeah, but I give him credit though, getting off the ground though, and fighting.
Yeah, I mean, he did it before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He did it before.
I give him credit, but he was too wide, bro. Too wide for tackles. But
I think that's where the nose damage happened.
The nose damage, yeah.
Oh, right there. People started noticing it like later in the fight, but I think it happened there. To be honest,
I thought when Tank was throwing them straight left to the body, I think that's where the damage hit the internal beat down to the chest.
Yeah, I've heard people saying that, but that's crazy though. That's freaking. If that's the case, that's crazy.
Yeah, he was damaging them up to the body with the straight.
Yeah, that's nuts. If that's the case, but I think he was bleeding in the corner after the second round, but I could be wrong. I gotta rewatch it.
No, he was bleeding before that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, because Tank was peppering that nose in the mid rounds before that body shot.
Yeah, that's
he was tapping up that nose. He was bleeding before that body shot.
That's what I thought. Yeah. I knew I saw him bleeding at the nose before that, but that was the narrative online though. People were saying that he got punched in the stomach and started bleeding out the nose.
They're just making stuff up. No,
that's crazy.
Yeah, Tank was coming forward. Remember, Tank was coming forward. What was that? The fourth or the fifth round or something like that. He was coming forward.
Man, he was showing levels, bro. The brother got levels, man. That's a dangerous kid, man.
Yeah.
He's a southpaw with a right hook, power in both hands, and boxing ability.
Yeah, boss. Boss. Hey, PMC, give your take though. For me and Natty was brocking up. Give your take, PMC, because you didn't get your take out live because we was talking backstage, but we didn't. Go ahead, PMC.
Oh yeah, the fight and everything like that. Well, as far as like with De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins, they just full of it, man. Especially De La Hoya talking about Bernard Hopkins was banned because Bernard Hopkins spoke on it and he was pretty much saying he didn't want to be a distraction because he was already accused of putting on some, steroid cream on his hand and all this other stuff. So anyway, man, they just came up with a bunch of excuses. So it was just a bad look. They just didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know why they're together, man. They some janky promoters, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing but two fighters under their stable or something like that. So anyway, man, this is garbage. They old, man. They irrelevant, man. Oscar, go ahead.
Yeah. No, who'd you pick coming?
Oh, I had picked I had Tank winning, but man, I was as far as like a bet, I was hoping the fight went the distance, man. For Tank winning. So my bet pick was Tank winning by decision.
Yeah, that's what I did. I was trying to. Yeah, I thought. What do you think, Nate? What's your pick, Nate?
And then my other pick was Garcia by knockout. To me, that was his only chance of winning. Actually,
I picked Tank in 5.
Oh, you did?
Tank in 5.
A lot of people in my chat they picked Tank in 5, but I had like only 2 people pick Tank in my group chat. That's Dan the Man Boxing and YG. And YG put $100 down.
What?
Ryan
Garcia. I'm just curious. This is you guys and the chat. What is what about Ryan? What about Ryan made you think that he could beat Tank?
Well, he said Tank losing the rounds. He said he thought Ryan was going to have a better jab, and he thought he'll use his jab, and he thought Tank's just going to lose the right, and he thinks he's going to walk into a left hook. That's what he told me.
But does Ryan historically have the great jab, or is he just a long fighter?
He don't use those jab.
Or do you think he has a jab because he's a long fighter? Is that some Jedi mind trick? I just want to know.
That's what he said. I'm only going by what he told me. I said, yo, and then I got another one where he said, right? I know he hopefully come over. I want to see that I'm talking behind his back, right? He said the fight was fixed, man. He said they were fixed to go around. The Tank hold them to round 7. That's the round Tank will get paid. He didn't want to knock him out straight away. He wants to say, yeah, let me hold him up to round 7. Would you say what you have to say about that PMC? He said the fight was fixed, and people say he could have got up. He could have got up from that body shot. Go ahead.
Fight fixed. Okay. I mean, there's always a narrative when the person you thought is gonna win didn't win, especially if you lose money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially if you bet on the shit. You lose money. I get it. You know what I mean? You wake up, you kind of salty, sour grapes. It's all good. That's all I take that as. To me, the fight wasn't fixed. The fight was what it was. You know what I'm saying? If it was fixed, I couldn't tell. You know what I'm saying? And as far as body shots, look, I tell this little anecdote all the time. I don't even know if I've told it online before. But when I lived in Jamaica, my cousin had a friend who had a boxing gym in his backyard, right? His dad built it years ago when he was a kid, and they just be in there, you know, sparring, hitting the back, blah, blah, blah. So I wanted to go there. So I started going there every day. And one day I said, look, hey, can we spar a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Because I was punching on the bag, and I thought I was nice because I was punching on the bag. You know what I'm saying? So we get in the ring or whatever, and we start sparring. I start teeing off. And he's blocking these shits. He's parrying them, but I'm not understanding what's happening. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm doing my thing. I think I'm getting off. I'm whooping his ass. That's what I'm thinking, right? And I'm in the middle of throwing a punch out of nowhere. He just, like a little short, right to the body. Boom! It was over. I dropped to my knees, fam. I was like shaking, trying to shake the gloves off. No more.
Oh shit!
It was done. I was done, bro. So some people who say, "Oh, he could have got up," I know he's in shape and all of that. But I was a young kid. I was in hella shape. I was a swimmer. You know what I'm saying? I swam for Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? So I was in hella shape, and I had abs and everything. Not no more. Right? So I should be able to take this shot. But no, fam. No. So if you ain't took a real body shot, especially from a grown-ass man, shut the fuck up. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
All right. PMC.
Yeah, I said, look, man, I was sparring some dude, and we had like 18-ounce gloves, and right up under that ribs cage, man, I just like threw a left hook right up under there, just digged up under there with a short little, uppercut like a bolo punch. Boom. Well, I didn't even try to hit the dude hard, and he felt it, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't even got to hit nobody that hard. You just hit him just right. And those 18-ounce gloves. I'm like, damn, man, you trying to hurt? I was like, dude, I'm like not even trying to hurt you, you know what I'm saying? It's just a little pump right to the to the ribs, man, and he felt it, Yeah. It don't take much.
And Ryan was in the middle of throwing that shot when it landed too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And people have what are we talking about? We've seen this before. We've seen this in the ring with other fighters before. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Even that delayed reaction, we've seen it. Oh, we just started watching boxing this weekend? Or what's happening?
Yeah, man.
Bro.
Especially you get punched in the nose, man. That thing hurt, bro.
Yeah, man.
You don't even know.
That's what I heard. That's what I've been told. That's the way you knock somebody out. Behind the ears, tip of the nose, and the chin. That's the three places that is like automatic or supposed to be automatic.
All right. Yeah. Well, we gave our take on that now, so we might as well move on to the next topic, right? Because now he's the face of boxing. Is he the face of boxing? That's what I want to go with. Is Tank Davis the face of boxing? Let's go. Go ahead now. You go ahead.
It's in my opinion. At the moment, there is no consensus global face of boxing per se. You know what I'm saying? He could be the American face of boxing. Like, I guess I don't know if Josh was still the UK face of boxing, but like he was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Canelo has his own thing going on, so Canelo is in there too. So I don't think anybody has taken the reins like an Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, or Mike Tyson as the face of boxing in this particular era just yet. But he's on his way. He's definitely the top draw in boxing. You know what I'm saying? If top draw means the face, I guess so. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's definitely that.
Yeah, that's what I mean, PMC, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If he's drawing those big numbers, man, they if he gets like, over 500K pay-per-view, I think that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been doing good pay-per-view numbers, man. Yeah. The crowd, people showing up, celebrities showing up. He always got a good. I mean, it's always a good show. It's never a disappointing show. He closes it out. I mean, he got what? Every win by knockout except for 2. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think
one of those non-knockouts was like a 6 or 8 rounder, I believe.
Yeah, and then I think it was Cruz. Was it Isaiah Cruz?
Yeah,
that guy's name?
Isaac.
Isaac Cruz. They want to run that back. So I mean, he been good fights, man. So he's doing his thing, and then he's with the. I don't follow him on Instagram or nothing like that, but I guess he's in tune with the culture, hip hop culture, celebrity culture. So
like everybody knows it, man. I listen to Joe Budden podcast. Joe Budden went to the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he was in Vegas for the fight.
You had Julius Erving there. Yeah, Julius.
Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless stopped watching the playoffs and fucking tweeting about the fight. You know what I'm saying?
The Star Report was there watching the fight. And all casual people came back to boxing to watch this joint. You know what I mean?
It's a foregone conclusion, man. This dude done sold out in several markets, fam. You know what I'm saying? Outside of his native Baltimore. Okay? It's a wrap as far as the draw goes. You know what I'm saying? And his proximity to the celebrity culture. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is talking about him outside of the boxing world, as far as in the hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but and on that, those celebrities, they got followers. You know what I'm saying? So when they tweet out about it, they're like, who he talking about? You know, who so talk about? All these people got millions of followers and stuff like that, hundreds of thousands of followers. So every time these celebrities mention him, go to their fights, they the ones buying the $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 front row tickets and stuff like that. Like most of the casual fans, can't afford those tickets, and he's selling out those tickets and stuff like that. So you got to think about it. And then, like for Ryan Garcia, people don't realize. So somebody had mentioned that they thought he was a YouTube boxer, like a YouTube star. And then
because that's how he presented himself. He don't present himself like a decorated amateur that he is. He presented himself like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but somebody was asking me about who don't follow boxing. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's my guy," but he don't know nothing about boxing. But he knew Ryan Garcia.
Yeah. He goes around punching people while they blindfolded and shit. I mean, that's his shit.
I like it. He drew. Listen, that fight was reminiscent in a small little thing. Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, where the world came to watch, bro. in a small thing. Oscar's complaining he couldn't be in. He had death threats. I said, you a former boxer. You sound like a pussy, bro. Like, that's your fighter. You supposed to be there.
Yeah, fam. You supposed to be there. Okay. What, how about the trainer? What about Goosen? Where's Goosen at, bro? Nobody, though?
Now, Goosen, like, yeah.
It's time for him to retire anyway, man. He ain't won no fights, man.
He was gone, man.
Like, I don't even know why. I mean, Goosen had his moments, man, but he ain't that no more, bro. I'm sorry.
Right.
This ain't the 80s. This ain't the early 90s, fam.
Yeah.
This ain't Gabriel Ellis.
I think his last good win was with Gabriel Rosado with that upset. A couple of years back. That wasn't too long. That was 2 or 3 years ago.
He has some good fighters in that, but at the end of the day.
But Gabe Rosado, that's kind of Gabe Rosado's thing, though. He kind of upsets the apple cart. You see him come in the ring with like 15 losses, and you like, this motherfucker.
I thought he was going to do it again.
I'm about to whoop his ass.
The last his last fight, he beat that dude. Remember?
Yeah. But Gabe kind of been in and out of the game a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know, he a movie star right now. What are you talking about?
He lost 5 fights in a row, man. I think he's done, man.
Yeah, he retired. He retired officially.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he had a good run, bro. And he gave, like, sometimes gatekeeper is like a 4-letter word in boxing, but he was a good gatekeeper. You couldn't wait to see his gatekeeping ass. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about right there.
He was like Manuel Augustus as well. Like
man. Yep.
Every now and again, he give you ass whooping.
Yeah, he'll whoop your ass. If you sleep on him, he whoop your ass, bro. Like, I'm sorry, Danny Jacobs, but
yeah.
I know.
Peter Quillen, he had a good one.
Yeah. Hey, PMC, you were saying, like, you finished what you were saying, or because I want to go to the next topic. Go ahead. You want to finish what you're saying? Or we just
I'm done. Man. Yeah, I'm done. I think he's I mean, to me, it don't matter what anybody think anyway, man. People show up. He put on a good show, so that's what I'm down about. All I want to do is see these guys fight. So Haney, Steve Shakur, they ain't got no excuse, man. None of these got no excuse. Ryan Garcia and Tank, they moved the needle a little bit. That's one and done. As far as the young guys at 135, Garcia's moving up 140. Now, so 2 other guys, Shakur and Haney, man. So
I think, you know what, Shakur and Haney, it's funny you bring that up. Do you want to get involved in this? Do we want to go down this rabbit hole? You know what? Let me just say this. I think Haney needs to move up before he hurts himself.
Haney?
Yeah.
You're right.
Like, he needs one more fight at 35. Get Lomachenko out of there. Solidify that undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Because respectfully, I respect the undisputed title. I respect the difficulty you got to go through to get it. Trust and believe. I was the one championing Terrence Crawford's undisputed title at 140. Yeah. But names do matter, bro. Names do matter. That's all I gotta say.
No, Go ahead.
You gotta have those key names on the way to the title too. You know what I'm saying? It just makes it sweeter. You know what I mean? And it just solidifies it a little bit better. So him fighting Lomachenko now is the icing on the cake for me, and he should move his ass up to 140. And he's young, so he can wait Tank out up there if they're gonna fight.
Yeah, but you know the thing is, I was saying, like, I would like Adrian Broner to wait around that lightweight. He could have fought Terrence Crawford, and we didn't get that fight, right? Now, Devin Haney, he undisputed. He's going against Lomachenko. That's a fight. But I was going to say, like, see, Tank, you can see Devin Haney in the audience with his dad, Bill. I think that's his dad next to him with the glasses, or maybe not, right? And
I don't think so.
No, but see, Devin Haney ain't pay-per-view, bro. He's nice. He undisputed, but Tank, Tank, he got the stardom. He got the panache, the flash. He's
different, man. He's different. Tank is definitely different. You
know why he knocking guys out? Because when I talk too much of him fight, he ain't like that fight. I ain't gonna be honest with you. Parts of that fight was boring. right? And it was boring because Tank was setting him up. There was traps in there, but when the explosion came, it was light. That's what we're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's so dangerous, bro. He's not what you're thinking he is. You think he's something else because he has power, but he's not that. And that's what happens when they get in the ring with him. You know what I'm saying? They kind of get blinded. Oh, this is the puncher guy. You know what I'm saying? So they forget that he has intelligence. And because he's not the most articulate guy, they think he's dumb. He's not dumb, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially not when it comes to boxing.
Now people know that. They said that was one of the most high-profile dismantling you've ever seen against a coming guy. Like that was one of his top opponents, and like he's getting better at speaking now as well, which I feel like Mayweather's not talking no more. He's speaking more. He's coming out of his shell. And we don't know what's going to go in the court case, but Devin Haney's in the crowd, and he's the undisputed at this weight class. So we can move on. So I want to get your guys' take on Devin Haney and Tank before we move on to Lomachenko and Devin Haney. Go ahead, Nat. You go first, then PMC. Go ahead.
Devin Haney and Tank, as far as their matchup will go, or if they're gonna fight, what do you want to know?
Potentially, like that fight down the line, potentially. You know what I'm saying? That's like mega. Go ahead.
If it happens at 135, Devin gets knocked out early, to me. But I think Devin needs to fight Lomachenko and move up to 140 and wait for Tank there. But Tank will be there eventually. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to stay at 135 forever. And I think Devin has a good few years at the 140 weight class if he wants to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I think that fight should happen. But if he insists on draining himself more, you know what I'm saying? He didn't look the best in the Kambosos fight, bro. I know he performed well and everything, but it looked away. It looked away, and he's doing it again. And I hope he has a better regimen and he looks a little bit better on the scales this time around. And he's healthy and he comes out, okay, man. But at 135, Tank KOs him. At 140, I think it goes KO still, but it goes maybe 10, 11 rounds.
10, 11 rounds? Oh, see, tonight overnight.
But
laying out.
But at 35 is early. 35 within 5.
Wow. I got Tank winning, man. I think Tank beats him all over, bro. Because I just feel like these guys are too tall, and the way he's gonna beat their body down, and he's just short. I think people underestimate how fast he is. He's because the thing is, you have to
his feet and his hands.
Yeah, because when you see the knockdowns, you have to go to the slow-mo to actually see how he did it. But when you saw it real time, you're like, yo, how did he get knocked out? Or you see him fall down, but when you see it, it was a whoa. I mean, he slipped on his armpit, bro. The man slipped on his armpit and dang that left. Then the body shot. When you see, all you see is like, what happened? He just went down and thick blood coming out of his nose. Crazy. But if they fight, I think he's gonna beat him up. PMC, what do you reckon? Devin Haney, Tank, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with Natty. Haney needs to move up after this fight, bro. He looks sick, man, and that's why he couldn't finish Gambosa. You know what I'm saying? He looked sick. He couldn't press the gas and finish Gambosa. I think he could have stopped Gambosa, especially in that second fight. Man, I think he could have stopped him, but he never pressed the action. I think if he moves up to 140 and meet Tango like 140, he'll be better. He'll be better hydrated. He'll be healthier. And I think he has a better chance in 140. I think he has, because for one, Haney, he don't mind fighting a boring fight. So he'll stick behind that jab and throw just a 1-2. So he's happy doing that. That's all we've seen from him. I haven't seen anything up on like another level as far as him, getting off on guys. He's just happy to stick behind that jab and use range and foot movement and moving out the way and stuff like that. That's pretty much it. So he's happy to do that, for 12 rounds, and that's what he's gonna need. So he stays disciplined doing that. That's probably his only chance of beating Tank. is using range, you know. So, but other than that, yeah, I can't see him fighting that 135 versus Tank, man. He's just gonna be another Ryan Garcia, man. Probably because he complain about how he be drained and all of the weight clause and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Making complaints once he get beat up because he looks sick.
Can we talk about that weight clause? What did y'all think about that?
The weight clause. I think the weight clause real. I looked at his normal fight. He fought one. I think he fought 40. He fought at 40, and then he fought at 38. Like Ryan in inactivity, he could make the weight because he wasn't like, you know, I mean, he was okay at them weight classes. But I feel like I don't think he up. I think they allow him to go up to. I think they let him go up to like 40. Was it 30 or 38? No more than 40, no more over 40. So he didn't go too much. But I don't think that was a factor. I think he said he was just too impatient. He never blamed the weight, so I'm not gonna blame the weight.
Yeah, so there was a lot made about this weight. This is the same thing that is built into the the IBF rules. As far if you're the champion, you can't come in more than 10 pounds overweight on the next day, right? That's already established.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's precedence for that. And in this particular case, Ryan Garcia I'm not saying that the fighters are just speaking for themselves, but their representation came in trying to get the advantage by having this fight at 140 pounds, a weight class they know Tank is on record saying he didn't enjoy fighting at. You know what I'm saying? He felt kind of sluggish. You know what I'm saying? He think 35 is his weight. So he probably won't be fighting at 40 again. But they come to the negotiation table saying they want to fight at 40. He's like, nah, I'm a 35 fighter. Let's fight at 35. Nah, I can't make the weight. Okay, let's compromise then. We could do 38. Nah. 36 and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Right? 36 and that's it. And okay, you get 36, but if you're gonna not make the lightweight limit, you can't weigh more than 10 pounds on the day of the fight. On the morning of the fight.
Yeah, that's
like the IBF rules. But if you make the lightweight limit though, you can weigh in whatever you want. That's the kicker right there.
Yeah.
There would be that's the point that nobody brings up. No rehydration clause if Mr. Garcia makes the 135, which if you watch the actual weigh-in, he didn't have problem making the weight like that.
Nah, he would have weakened him even more. Like he did. He couldn't. It was a struggle just to get into that much. And I thought I don't.
Right.
If I don't think he said the weight was a problem, but go ahead now. You continue with your
saying. He didn't seem like he had a problem making the 135.5 that he did make. So 0.5, he could have made the lightweight limit and be fight. It could have been for the world title. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For the WBA world title, not the super title, the world title, right? Mm-hmm. Too many damn belts. But anyway, it could have been for that, but no, you don't want to do that. So there's going to be stipulations. Tank Davis is the bona fide A side in this situation. You know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of Twitter followers or whatever the case may be, but you don't sell out arenas, so you don't make decisions here. You know what I'm saying? And Mr. De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins know all about these things. You know what I'm saying? They know all about A side. You know what I'm saying? And Mr. Hopkins was a victim of De La Hoya's A-side tactics in the past for his own 160-pound titles. Undisputed titles at the time because the WBO didn't matter. And he had to make concessions in weight. He had to come down to 156 was it? EJ, remind me.
Yeah.
And he couldn't rehydrate. Yo, fam, this is not new shit. But you come to the press conference with this prepared statement like you've never heard of this shit before. That's crazy to me, man.
It's crazy, bro. I said to myself, PMC, what'd you think? What'd you take? What'd you pick? PMC?
But the clause, I mean,
Yes.
if he wasn't comfortable with it, man, he shouldn't have signed up, man. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Don't
as
you?
simple as that, man. He didn't have to take the fight, but I mean, he's supposed to be a 135 fighter, right? I mean, so I don't know. I
Like
mean,
the fight right before this one, he wanted to fight the fight at 135 with Javier Fortuna. Javier Fortuna is the one that said, "Nah, man, I can't make that." You know what I'm saying?
They fought at 140. Like he fought like.
Yeah, he said, "Okay, then," but I wanted to fight the fight at 135. The first fight back, he fought at 140 because he was 2 years out the ring.
Yeah. But
yeah,
my thing is this, right? I don't see any of them. I don't see Devin Haney winning that 140. I don't see it being something Matisse, the Puerto Rican guy, and all them guys. I don't see Devin Haney. I don't see Tank having a good running at 140. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, and Ryan knows that because Ryan looked at I'm gonna pick Tank. He's short. I'm gonna get money. He's easy. I should beat him easy. I don't get paid, and they hype the thing good. But the bottom line is that I don't see none of them guys at 140. Josh Taylor, he's still there. They still got Regis Progress. That's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Regis Progress, they don't want to say his name at Regis Progress against Devin Haney, Regis Progress against Shaquille Stevens, any of them guys they attack. It's a hard fight. It is. You know what I mean? He ain't nothing to walk through. So let's talk about
Regis is a beast, bro. Yeah, man. When Haney go to 140, it's not gonna be easy up there. But I think he has the skills, though, bro. He definitely has the skills to make some shit happen.
Yeah, I agree with you, but listen to this, right? I believe that his body's got struggling. Let's talk about him and Lomachenko. So we were saying he's struggling at the weight, but I was like, yo, so this is perfect for Lomachenko. He old, and this young guy, struggling at the weight. So really and truly, Lomachenko should be able to do because Lomachenko really and truly, he's way out of his weight class. That guy was a featherweight, bro, like in his prime. You know what I mean? And he like lightweight. He's way out of his class in that. So, but Devin Haney should be able to beat. I mean, we've been here before. I think we fought Rigo. We thought Rigo was gonna do him up. Like I thought Rigo was gonna beat like Loma. I was sorely mistaken.
I'm gonna tell you this. I wanted Rigo to beat Loma. So I said it in public, but in my heart, I knew he was too small. In my heart, I knew it, but I picked him anyway.
But listen to this. They had Rigo out a year and they did it to the Axeman. We ain't see the Axeman since.
Bro.
Axeman was out for a year. They had Axeman out for a year. You know what I'm saying? Before Axeman got in there.
They did Axeman dirty, but he did himself dirty. He ate himself into oblivion.
Yeah, Axeman was nice. I used to like Axeman, bro.
Yeah.
I used to like Axeman, bro. He was good for
I still watch his fights, man, but it's a wasted talent, bro. Wasted talent, man.
He came back after lost with Lomachenko. He never did. He didn't do anything after that. No. I mean?
That fight with Donaire was a barn burner, bro, because he hurt Axeman in that fight. Donaire hurt him.
Yeah, he would have been good, but he got so Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. We're gonna talk on that. Go ahead. What do you think? I mean, I personally think Devin gonna beat him on points. This is just gonna go one-sided. Like Lomo, for all the defense they say he got, he gonna get exposed, bro. Go ahead. He gonna get pepped up. Go ahead, Naeem. What do you think?
I just don't think. Maybe 3 years ago, I would give Loma a better chance, but I don't think his reflexes are what they were. And that was part of his game. He wasn't always, even though he's considered a boxer, the matrix and all of that stuff, he wasn't always the longest guy in there. You know what I'm saying? With the longest jab and reach. He would get inside on you and pepper you, you know what I'm saying? With his footwork. So that was his game for the most part, and I think that slowed down a bit, bro. And I feel like Devin is too big, too strong, too long, and is willing to keep him at a distance and pepper him all night long to get the victory. He is not interested in getting into no mix-ups if he doesn't need to. You know what I'm saying? So I see to me Lomachenko definitely has a chin, and Devin can't punch, especially at 135. He's depleted. So I see him winning a lopsided 12-round decision. Like, I think Lomachenko will have his moments. He'll have a good couple of rounds, but for the most part, it will be one-sided.
All right. PMC, go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. He's over the hill, man. I think he was done when he lost against Lopez. Was it Theophane? Lopez.
Yeah, Teofimo, yeah.
Yeah, I think Teofimo. Yeah. So I think he was done in that fight, man. It took him a while just to get in on Lopez's up underneath his jab and stuff like that, and start letting his hands go. And so, but anyway, I think it's gonna be the same thing. Haney, sticking to the outside. I don't think Lomo's gonna have the energy to get up underneath those jabs and whatnot, and let off some shots on angles and stuff like that. I don't think he'll have it. So I think it's just Haney by decision, man. I think it's gonna be a smooth match. I think just for Lomo, it's just a big name. It's money in his pocket. You get what I'm saying? He's probably cashing out because he up there. What was he, like 30 something now? How old is he?
Yeah, I think he's 35 now. Is he?
Yeah,
35?
I was thinking 35 or something like that. Yeah, he done, man. You know what I'm saying?
But he came into the game when he was in his late 20s, man, because he fought in the Olympics like 3 times and shit.
Yeah.
So it's not like he got a lot of wear and tear on his body, but 35 is 35.
Yeah, but he got like 100 to fight. So I mean, you get what I'm saying? It's not like his amateur career was like 20 fights or something like that.
Right. I got you.
Yeah, so, well, listen to this though. I remember when Devin Haney fought Linares, and Linares warmed him up, bro. Warmed him up. Yeah,
man. He was doing the stanky leg on the way to the corner.
Yeah, and even Gambosis, right? Yoris Gambosis, he was struggling against Yoris Gambosis, guys with skills similar to his. He struggles because it's like, even if they were past their best, like both of them. I mean, he won the fight, but it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like Gambosis, like clean Gambosis out. That guy ain't got no skills there. I mean, he just straight there in front of him, like, and he done him up. But this one here, the mate, he's slippery, man. He a slippery southpaw. I ain't gonna lie to him. He might touch him up. He might be able to touch up Haney's body. He's fast, he's old, and he knows what he's good at. So this might be a very good fight. But Devin Haney should be able to win on points. I'm gonna go for points. A points win for Devin Haney and a couple one. But they're calling these guys the 4 kings. So they're saying Shakir Stevenson, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and they're saying Tank Davis. They call them the 4 kings. What you saying about that? What you think about that?
I mean, they need to come up with a different name. That's taken. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you gonna name yourself KRS-One when there's already KRS-One, bro? You know what I'm saying? Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? You could come up with something else, bro. But I understand what they're saying. Yeah, those are the 4 top dudes in the division, man. You know what I mean? For whatever you want to say, if it's talent, if it's popularity, if it's money, whatever the case may be, those are the 4 guys you want to go through to test your metal and make a lot of dough.
Yeah, definitely. Shakir's coming into his own. I call Shakir Crybaby Stevenson, but I might have to leave the Crybaby.
Nah, he's nice, bro. He's nice. I think he gives Tank a better fight than Devin.
Now my thing is when he loses, he cry like you know what I'm saying? He be crying and stuff. That's why I call him Crybaby. I mean,
man, he was how old was he in 2016, bro?
17.
We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep the same energy, and we're gonna call Mayweather Crybaby Mayweather, because remember 96?
He didn't cry. He cried in his towel.
He had the ugly face, fam. Come on, fam.
But he cried. He cried in his towel. Roy Jones cried in the towel as well. But
if they had the memes back then, bro.
You funny as well. Hey, I don't put him cry. Listen. The Crybaby.
No, didn't Floyd cry after the Canelo fight?
I don't remember. Maybe
he cried over the Gotti fight. He was on his knees crying out.
Yeah, Gotti. Yeah, that one too. That one too. But he cried for a win. That's different.
Yeah. But all right, you go a good point.
But he cried for that Ellen in the Olympics though. Hard.
Yeah, but Shakir was crying all in the microphone. Yeah, I win. I said, yo, that guy crazy, baby. I was like,
no, I'm gonna leave Floyd alone. He got enough issues. I ain't gonna.
Yeah.
Stevenson made the news. Man, he was trying so hard.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he did make the.
Yo, man, he made mainstream news, I think.
Yeah, man, because we in the social media era.
That was embarrassing.
That shit would have never made the news in '96. Are you kidding me?
him and Adam Morrison, when Adam Morrison.
It would have made the news in New Jersey.
Yo, but they should have nicknamed Crybaby Stevenson though.
That's what I call it, Crybaby. I call him Crybaby from Tigers. Crybaby Shaquille, Crybaby Stevenson. And like,
that was a classic. He was crying.
Crybaby, bro. He been crying all day. But you know, that's where we at in a minute. Hey, it was.
I don't like the Liz.
Yeah, you see that. Hey, listen, you know, on Saturday it was the first time I could literally say like it seemed like all the old fans came back. You know, Mike Tyson was there. There were celebrities who were ringside. So I was like, yo, so Tank's the new face of boxing as far as I'm concerned. And like I know Canelo's still undisputed, but he looked like he's days.
What do you think about Mike Tyson saying that Tank is, even though they have different styles, he has some similarities as far as his explosion?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I can see the similarities, like because the thing is, I think when I'm watching them, I'm like, yo, this guy's a blur. You know what I mean? I've faced guys at that height, they're a blur. Their speed is next level, and the fact he can hit you, he hit the guy underneath his armpit, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous, bro.
Mike Tyson was saying that he and Tank both generate power by leaping. They're off their feet when they're generating that power, and a lot of people can't do that.
Well, he's short. Well, really think about it, every time he go out there, he's shorter than everyone else. You know what I mean? He's short. He's literally a kind of Mike Tyson version, because every time you look at him, yo, that guy should be if he's short. But he's tearing them up, man. He's tearing them up. And he's scientifically breaking them down to the body. And then he take out their head like, yo, Tank is he's probably the most dangerous guy in boxing today.
Suppose Mike Tyson fought in his natural southpaw stance, bro.
Mike Tyson was southpaw?
Yes.
Mike Tyson was southpaw?
He's a left-hander. He's like De La Hoya and Cotto. He's a left-hander, but he just fight out of the right-handed stance.
Crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. His left hook was.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know. He's
a lefty, man.
But he's right. His straight right was like straight right.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, suppose he fought in the southpaw stance. Oh Lord.
That's crazy, bro. Like Mike was dangerous, bro. Like he was a mad, like he dedicated hard. Like I think Mike, no one dedicated to me. Like I don't know Tank's dedication. He trained hard though. I think they keep him Tank well grounded. And I think, there's some good years of Tank. There's some good years. He's only 28.
He's been ever since the Santa Cruz fight, he's been more disciplined. Like right before the Santa Cruz fight, you've seen a change as far as his work ethic.
You think so?
Right before, because before that, he was all over the place.
Yeah.
He was almost going the Adrian Broner route.
Yeah, that's why I thought that as well, because he's missing the weight. He was on the squad, he kept missing weight and stuff like that. I thought he was going that way.
What about the Santa Cruz fight? I mean, that's the Santa Cruz fight. The other Cruz fight.
What's the
one he went the distance.
Isaac Cruz.
The Isaac Cruz, because he looked kind of sloppy in that one. Don't you think?
Well, if you believe him, he had the injured hand. He was fighting with one hand for a good portion of the fight. I think he boxed well to me. I just watched the fight recently, and it wasn't as close as I thought it was, actually. You know what I'm saying? When I'm watching it again, it wasn't even that close. Like Cruz had his little moments here and there, but for the most part, Tank just outboxed the dude with one hand for the most part.
Yeah, Tank is.
But he looked much sharper as far as that goes. He looked much sharper in this fight, fighting that kind of fight.
I think people look at Tank and they can look at him and appreciate that guy. He gets the maximum out of his size and his power, and he's dangerous. And there was so much bad press about him in terms of the car, and that's why YG and maybe some people they talk bad about him because I think when at a car crash he left the car and people died. When there was a car crash, he ran out of the car apparently when there was a car crash. I don't know. I wasn't there. That's allegedly. So I don't know what went on. He had some real bad press, but I think this is good for his self-esteem and good for his brand. He came out here and done his thing. I mean, people so badly want him to lose, bro. I saw the whole crowd gasping. Like a lot of people front row, they will pay for Ryan Garcia to win. I was looking at their faces.
Go
ahead.
Yo, EJ, about that car crash, doesn't he have a court date or something coming up?
I think he does.
Yeah.
Are they charging him with something? or what?
Yeah, he charged.
Yeah, they was. I think they were trying to drop the charges, but somebody was like, "Nah, we ain't doing that." Some shit, and they went forward with it. I don't remember what the case was, but it was something like that. They were supposed to drop the charges, and they was like, "Nah, we're not doing that."
Yeah, he's going forward.
Yo, man, our justice system is crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's like district, town to town. You always gonna get something crazy, something different. You know.
Yeah.
It could be the same circumstance, and you get 15 different results.
Yeah.
That shit crazy, bro.
Where was it? Was it in Vegas or where was it at?
No, it's in Baltimore.
Well, that's why, man. They told him to come to. They told him already.
Yeah.
Vegas. If it was in Vegas, he would have been all right. You know what I'm saying? They told him already, like they said, leave this. You know what I'm saying? That's why he in Vegas. That he, Floyd told him years ago. You need to transport.
Yeah, take your ass to Vegas, Atlanta, and go chill where you know what I'm saying?
And Mike Tyson
go visit home. Go visit home.
And Mike Tyson was in trouble then in Washington, in Indiana. It was another state. He might have had a different result if it wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
So that's man. That's the district attorneys, man. You know, trying to make a name for himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
they just dropped that charge on Alec Baldwin.
Because that was I never understood that, but that's for a whole other video. I never understood that charge.
No, I'm just saying they dropping. Certain charges they want to charge and certain stuff they want to go with.
I'm just saying I never understood the charge because why is the actor being charged and not the guy who loaded the gun? That's what I'm saying. What we doing? Where's the guy that actually was in charge of the gun? And why is there a live round in that gun?
They trying to get her now.
Oh, now they're going after that dude. Okay, after they charge the actor who makes all the headlines. You know what I'm saying? And now they're dropping the charge. Okay, got it. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's how they be doing.
That shit crazy.
Hey, so listen, we're gonna get into some other news now, right? Because I ain't talked to you brothers for a minute. Joe Joyce, Zhang Z. Zhang Z is the new threat in the division, the new boogeyman. Let's do PMC first, though, because now you're getting PMC.
Go for it.
Yeah, I think he's dangerous. I think he's dangerous. I think he's dangerous. I obviously saw what he did against Joe Joyce. A guy can't move his head to save his life. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, he had a great performance against Flip Herkovich, the Herkovich guy. And a lot of people thought he won that fight, but the thing is, he gassed out in that one. And Herkovich, he wanted to check out. You get what I'm saying? Mentally, he checked out. So, I think he's still live, man. Long as he stay active, but he's got to just take whatever's available now before he get too old, because he already at 30, 39, 40. You get what I'm saying? And already the top guys talking about some mega fight in Dubai, something like that. So ain't nobody really talking about him. But he did a great job beating Joe Joyce. Great performance against Herkovich and stuff like that. So he just got to go with whoever want to dance with him next, man. And so if he can get Andy Ruiz or somebody, or Dillian White or somebody with a name, and get a win, I think he's up there, man.
Yeah. Now you go ahead.
He's definitely dangerous, but I agree that he has serious stamina issues, bro. So I don't know how long that's gonna last. But as far as Joe Joyce goes, I seen this coming a mile away. He takes too many punches. Fuck that juggernaut shit, bro. You gotta move your head, man. His punch resistance was gonna wear down at some point, bro. He's not just gonna go in there and take all these shots from other heavyweight fighters and just be invulnerable forever. This was a train wreck, bro. I swear to God. I'm like, nobody. I mean, he started as a pro so lit, right? And nobody added any defensive wrinkles to his game over this time, bro. Come on, man. You can't be surprised by this at all.
No, he been getting hit with clean shots.
Yeah.
It's just guys was staying right in front of him.
Yeah. He been getting touched up.
Yeah,
it just came to a head today. You know what I'm saying? The other day, it just, you know, that's been bound to happen, bro.
Shit, you guys give me joke, bro.
It's the same thing with Fundura. You saw what Fundura.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, Fundura too, sir. You are absolutely correct.
Hey, that's another one we're gonna talk about. But you know what's funny, right? Zach Mazie, he gave a close fight with Anthony Joshua and Philip Hogovic. I thought that fight was a draw. You know what I mean? I thought he did enough. Like if they gave him the winner, they gave it a draw, but they gave it to Biggie. He fight because he's one of them guys that's been avoided, right? We talk about Luis Ortiz and some of these guys. He was avoided, and they thought, oh yeah, he just lost against Hogovic. It's right timing for Joe Joyce. You know, he's a big body. He go in there, man. That guy looked relaxed. I give credit to his coach. No one knows his coaches. You know, his coach is an American guy. They had a good team, and they got money. Them Chinese guys, you know, Chinese is the world power, and they put money behind the Zhang Zi or the Wall of China, wherever he was. And when I see him come out, and I said, "Yo, man, my man's hands are fast." I said, "Yo," and his southpaw. I said, "Whoa!" He smacked Joe Joyce up. He gave 3 rounds of beating, and then he went into his show and he got tired. And I thought then Joe could come back. Joe realized he's too slow. And he did so much damage to his face. That was one of the biggest shockers of the year. And, you know, I said to myself, he's number one. I said, listen, Usyk in trouble. I don't care what anyone told me. I said, he got Daniel Dubois. I think he beats Daniel Dubois, though. I said, this guy here, and he's got Hrgovic. I said, look, Usyk's in trouble. I said, yo, you got to fight. You got to fight one of these 3. And one of these 3 going to get you. They ain't going to be timid like Joshua because Joshua's team wasn't organized. No, you going to get. So in my opinion, I said, yo, this guy here, he call out Tyson Fury. I think he can give Tyson Fury trouble. I mean, you know, that's the way I see it. Like, you know, that's where I'm at in a minute. But I think right now he put himself on notice as one of the guys that to be feared of because, you know, everyone's been avoiding. That's why he old. They're like, yeah, we try to avoid him. We ain't trying to fight him. And finally, see what happened to Philip Hrgovic. He was running for his life in that fight, bro. So, you know, we're going to have to see. We're going to talk about from Farah, though, if we done with Joe. PMC gave his tape. Yeah, let's talk about the fun. What's it? Fundura. What's his name again? The tool boy. Welterweight. No, 154. What's his name?
Fundura.
Yeah, go ahead, Natty. Fundura. Go on, talk on that one.
Oh man, it really always disappoints me when I see long fighters give up their height. Paul Williams, prime example, bro. When long fighters give up their height, it infuriates me, bro. You could make this fight so easy for yourself, but no. You want to go get in range of a freaking dangerous puncher. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You want to play tit for tat, getting punched in the face. Okay, we'll see how long that lasts. You know what I'm saying? It almost happened in the Lubin fight. Don't forget, we only remember the end result, but it almost happened in the Lubin fight. And he got away. You know what I'm saying? Then we just remember Lubin's beat up face, but we forgot what happened inside them rounds.
He got knocked down, and Lubin knocked him down, right? Innit?
Yeah, a couple times, bro.
Yeah, he busted up, but he came back and busted Lubin's face.
Yeah, but it's right. He didn't. There was no need for him to get knocked down by Lubin. He could have kept Lubin at distance and bombed on him all night long and still got that same result that happened to Lubin's face and the KO.
Yeah, hard, man. That was hard.
Yo, but you know the thing is, he got short arms for his height though.
It's longer than Lubin's.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, man, he got like T-Rex arms for his height, man. His arms ain't as long as they should be.
We ain't talking about. You know who had T-Rex arms? Corrales. We ain't talking about that.
Oh yeah, he should.
His arms are long enough to make a difference.
Yeah, they are.
His arms are long enough that he shouldn't be fighting the way he fight.
No,
let's put it that way.
Yeah, and Joe Goosen was his trainer. Made him, Corrales, and bloody Ryan Garcia fight up close.
But Corrales didn't have a choice. Corrales really had T-Rex arms.
Mm-hmm.
It was slow though. He liked to fight up close. He liked to intimidate people, Corrales. But go ahead, Natty. From Fundura. I mean, that was a shocker. I didn't think he was going to lose to that guy.
Yeah.
Man.
Go ahead.
Dude, I was like, man, this fight boring, man. He ain't gonna knock this dude out, man. This thing's going on. Look, as soon as I turn my head, I turn back and look at the fight. The old boy, the guy who
Mendoza.
Yeah, he had his hand raised, and I was like, what the hell happened? I'm telling you, man, I just had turned my head. It was like, man, this fight boring. I was looking at some else playing a video game, man. I turned right back around. He on the ground, knocked out. I'm like, man. And then what pissed me off the most is that I couldn't place a bet on the fight, man. I think he was like a really big underdog. They didn't even have a money line.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, he was.
I was like, damn. Cause I had a feeling he might lose, Fandor. I was like, man, he might just lose because I mean he get hit in the face too much, bro.
Don't get it twisted. I didn't pick him to lose. I picked him to win, but I'm not surprised because of the way he fights. I'm not surprised with what happened because he was winning the fight. He was winning the fight up until the knockout.
Man, when you see those guys don't move their head and they get hit unnecessarily, it's better to go with the upset. Because eventually, especially when they go up in talent, and that guy was on I didn't even know this, but the guy was on a knockout streak.
Mm-hmm.
He was upsetting people
coming
into the fight.
He was clapping people, bro.
Yeah, he was on a roll. You know what I'm saying? So he was like a Joe Smith. He was like a Joe Smith coming up in there.
Yeah, you in there like, oh, let's go blow for blow. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you remember when Joe Smith went on the road? He beat B-Hop Andres Fandor, whatever.
That was B-Hop's last fight. That's what made him crazy right there. That's what made B-Hop. That's what put B-Hop over the edge. He got knocked out of the ring that night.
Yo, bro, B-Hop, he bounced on his head. Yo, bro, that shit was crazy when he got knocked through the ropes, man. Oh no. That was bad, but he was in there too long, man. That's way too long, way past the alien. That was his nickname back then. It was the alien, right? Yo, he needs to leave.
The alien, yeah. He moved from the executioner to the alien.
Yeah, because he said like,
I think he started out with a Shumenov fight.
Yeah. Damn, I remember that's years ago now, bro. We've been in this game. You know how many years ago that was? That's like 10 years, bro.
That was a long time, bro. That's a long time, man. That's a long time. You know, I know I put my work in this shit. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Nobody need to remember me or none of that. I know I did what I did, bro.
Hey, that's why you call yourself now. You're telling the blood sugar of this YouTube shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what it is, right? You know what I'm saying? You become that. If you stay around there long enough, you're gonna become what you gonna come on them guys there. But yeah, that Fandora fight was a shocker. That was another shocker of the year. I was happy another guy won the other day. The Mexican guy, Maurice Lara, came to the UK, knocked out Figgy, bro. Knocked out what's his name again? Lee Woods. Leaford Woods. Knock him out, and I think he's gonna come back again. But yeah, there's gonna be some upset. But I think when the next fight's in there, Devin Haney needs to try and make himself a pay-per-view star. It's gonna be interesting because Tank wields a lot of power. He's got Mayweather, he's got the whole of the he's got a Showtime contract. That's the thing, right? He got a Showtime contract. Showtime's back on the rise. Thank God. I think it's good for network boxing that we have someone that people want to see lose, and most of the people from the African American community or the black people in general, someone we can think. I mean, each generation is not necessarily my rap music, but I can understand him. I'm like, cool. I'm cool with Tank. Tank's all right. You know what I'm saying? He does him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't necessarily my tape. I mean, when I see him with the 2 earrings in his ear, I understand 2 earrings, but them earrings are like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I can't really.
Not only that, his trainer got them things on his glasses. Yeah, he looked like an old woman with his glasses.
Yeah, like I said, that's their generation.
That's that old man shit though. That's a lot of old people be having that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I understand.
Yeah, you go to Walmart and you see a gang of old people with that shit.
No, I see old women with that. My mom.
You ever see no old dudes with that shit?
I never seen an old dude with that.
But they're different ones. Like the women want be blingy and all that shit, and the dude ones be just regular.
Yeah, women wear that shit, right? And the earrings is like, yo, the women wear them earrings like that's a whole new thing. I'm not really feeling like the tattoos, the earrings. I understand that, but you see that comes from the 90s era. That comes from the 90s when they were doing that Jodeci and all that shit. So that's just gone to another level. Now they tattoo the whole thing, earrings long. You know, we in a different era, right? So I'm like, yo, Tank do let Tank do his. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna support if anything. You know, Freud back. I'm gonna see what's up. What's up, Appetite? So finally, someone jumped into the chat, boy.
Yo, man. What other fights are coming up? Cause you got the Fulton versus
Oh, Steve
anyway.
Jr. Anyway. That's bro.
Haplotype. The new project is out. Haplotype. You gotta get that Kenmore. Haplotype has been holding me down from day one, bro. Shout out to Haplotype.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, PMC. Yeah, Steve Fulton Jr. versus anyway. I've been saying to anyone told me, yeah, he been avoiding the guys. He avoided the whole of the flyweight division when it was hot, bro. They had Kit. They had Juan Frisco Estrada, Roman Chocolito, Quadros, all them guys down there. He never fought none of them guys, right? And I was like, okay, you moved up the division and you undisputed or whatever. But this gonna be good. Like he fighting Steve Fulton Jr. And I feel like Fulton Jr. is gonna get him. And I think Inouye's injured coming into that fight. But yeah, that's the next fight. How do you see that fight, PMC? I mean, we far out now, but how do you see that fight going? Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I think we spoke on this before.
Yeah, we did.
I think Fulton, if he can just, to me anyway, is like an ambush fighter. You know what I'm saying? He fire off a lot of shots. But as long as Fulton's can, be defensively responsible, and work that body early, I think he'll be okay. And I do feel as if he needs a couple of knockdowns to get a decision. But he does need to be dominant. But if he can just keep working that body, get any way to keep his hands down and stuff like that, then go up top, he'll be okay. But he's definitely going to have to use angles anyway though. But I don't think anyway is going to be defensively responsible enough to get a win. So I think if Fulton can pull it out.
Yeah, I think Fulton's gonna do it. I don't think this is gonna be a hard fight for him. He ain't fought no American yet, no Afro American yet. He ain't fought none of them yet. He be fighting a lot of other guys, but none of them. So this gonna be interesting. Fulton Jr. Boy, they're fighting for 2 belts, so we gonna be interested. That fight's
Because hey, didn't he struggle with like Nito?
Yeah, he did. The Nito fight. Yeah, the first fight he struggled.
The first fight he did, not the second one.
Yeah, but I knew that already because he was neat. They hype. See, when they hype dudes, yeah, who are not fighting like all the guys in the division below you, you skip that division and you find the other guy. Yeah, you've been picking and matching. You're supposed to win. But I knew that fight against Figgy, like Nanita was old as dirt, and he gave him trouble, busted him up. But you should have rematched. Nanita was too old.
Yeah, he ran through Nanita in the rematch.
Yeah.
Where is this fight happening?
Japan.
Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. No, that's good.
Wow. Look, man. Didn't Corrales go over there and get a victory? What's his name? Corrales from Panama.
Nah. William Jockey went over to Japan and won a fight, and so did David Moore.
What's his name? You know what I'm talking about.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Jazrael Corrales.
Yeah. That's the guy.
Jazrael Corrales.
Yo, that fight was good though. That fight from Panama. That was good though. Yeah, that was good.
Let me tell you something. Stephen Fulton.
Yeah.
Should go over there and thoroughly outbox Inoue, bro.
Yeah.
Inoue can't match him in speed, angles, technique, nothing. Hand speed, foot speed, none of that. He should go over there and just abuse him from the outside. But you know where Stephen Fulton is from?
From
Philly, ain't he?
Philly.
From Philly. And every now and then, the Philly comes out of this dude. So he has to be very careful. He has to stay disciplined the whole fight. And he's in Japan. He might not need the knockdown. It would help. But he needs to be dominant in every round in order to get the decision, bro.
You think so? You think they go do him on the cards?
I think he should win this fight, but if Inoue stays on his feet and he's not like dominated, they're gonna give it to him.
But anyway, just don't know any other way but to go for the knockout. He gonna get pieced up.
Yeah.
If
he stays on his feet and he's not dominated by Fulton, you could bet the house that he's gonna get that victory.
Good play. He may be getting a Belgian.
Yeah, man. He could be dragged into that Haplo, you know.
Shit, that'd be violent. But I don't think anyway. I think anyway. I'm gonna go. The media have hyped that guy badly, bro. I'm like, he won everything. Don't get it twisted, but he ain't fought the very best. You know what I'm saying? As far as I can say, the very best. Most of the guys he fight, this is the first guy he fight in his prime, and he gonna give it. And Fulton Jr. ain't got no power. They looking like, yo, he ain't got no power. We should be able to smash him on, like, yo, but he got skills. Like you guys who got
you don't have to be the best to knock somebody out, bro.
He gonna be skillful. He's very skillful. Very skillful.
What's the dude that was knocking people out, but he was that had Andre Ward on the Daniel Boone? That's his name.
Yeah, Darnell Boone.
Darnell Boone.
Yeah.
Darnell Boone. You don't gotta be nice to knock people out, bro.
I still ain't see that fight. I ain't see the Cobra first fight, and I ain't seen the Andre Ward fight.
I seen the Andre Ward fight, but I ain't seen the Kovalev fight.
The Cobra first fight, right?
Yeah. I ain't seen the Andre Ward fight. I seen the Andre Ward fight. Andre Ward, that was a bad look. He might have lost that fight, bro.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, he might have lost that fight. It was close.
Yeah.
But he might have lost that fight. He might. I gotta watch it again. But I remember going away thinking, damn, did he just lose this fight?
Yeah. In the modern era, you know they try to hide that fight. That's crazy. I didn't even.
I seen that a few years back because he was hurt all the way to the end of the fight.
Yeah, I didn't even see that.
After he got dropped or Buzz, did he get dropped? Yeah, after he got dropped, he was hurt he couldn't get his bearings back all the way to the end of the fight.
What Andre Ward got dropped in that fight?
I think he got dropped. Yeah, he got dropped. He got back up. Either he got dropped or Buzz. I can't remember. I think he got dropped. He got dropped. He got back up, but he was never the same. It kind of reminded me of when Maidana dropped Amir Khan. Yeah, he stood on his feet, but he was never the same after that. Hey,
Mama Appleside saying Malanga versus Tyrone Brunson. What you know about that fight? Malanga versus Tyrone Brunson. What do you know about that?
I don't know.
I don't know either, bro.
Yeah, me neither.
Is that his next fight?
I don't know, maybe, but Malanga ain't, because Malanga signed with Eddie Hearn. I don't know what.
Yeah, he just signed with Eddie Hearn.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know. Yeah, that Zhang was with Eddie Hearn, but he ain't with him no more. Zhang's with, I think he's with Top Rank. I think he's with Frank Warren right now. I think Zhang's with him. I'm not too sure, but Zhang's got opportunity.
That must be the next fight.
Well, Zhang Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury got some big news. I'd love to see that fight right there. That'd be good for boxing. You know, Tyson Fury fight. If he fight Usyk, give Zhang a shot, bro. Like, he old as well, so that's a good fight. Hey, before we got Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez Jr. I got Teofimo should be able to beat him, bro. You know, Josh Taylor looked like he on the slide. You know what I mean? He was supposed to like
so does Teofimo though. He looks like he on the slide too.
I think he's playing. I think him and his dad playing around like they got the
play around if you want to. You know, he ain't been looking good, bro. I don't know.
Yeah. I think everything comes up, goes down because you can't keep getting them knockouts and doing backflips.
Nah, I'm not talking about the knockouts. I'm just talking about in the rounds, man.
He don't
look comfortable. He don't look comfortable.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a point that the competition's stiffer now. Like, you ain't fighting them guys that you can knock out and do backflips, bro. You fighting top tier. And because you fighting top tier, you ain't looking good. So that's what I'm saying to you, though. But I think if he Josh Taylor, because Josh Taylor's last fight with Catcho, he struggled. I think Teofimo is harder, more explosive. And, you know, Josh Taylor's confidence is not all the way there. You know what I mean? He's supposed to win a hard fight, but I think Taylor going to get squashed, and Teofimo going to be back on the map at one. They're fighting at 140. Was it 140, right? Yeah, junior world.
Yeah, it's 140.
Taylor should have moved up. He should have moved up. Him and Crawford. I don't know what's going on with Crawford and Spence. They talking that That fight is so. That fight.
Let's not leave that for another time. Yo, bro, but I gotta go.
All right, night. Hey, peace, night. We're gonna do it again sometime. Thanks, night. I'll put the link. Give me the link to YouTube thing. I'll put it in the description box.
I'll put it in your chat, and I put it in your Facebook Messenger. So spread that around.
All right, night. Thanks, man. You take care.
All right. Bless up, everybody.
Yeah, man. That's Night Turner, the butt sugar of this YouTube shit, right? Signing out, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't seen Night for years though. Yeah, so PMC, we got some good fights coming up now. Steve Ford Jr. We got some good, decent cards. The heavyweights ain't really saying nothing, but we got some good cards coming up in terms of the little guys. Yeah, you heard about in Saudi Arabia, they said they got some money for Deontay Wilder versus AJ, and they said they got money for Usyk versus Fury, but Fury don't want that. He pulled out of that. What you want to say about that, Joy?
He pulled out of what?
Fury said he don't want to fight Usyk over in the Middle East.
Man, who knows what he want to do, man? So let's let him do what he doing, and hopefully we can get Wilder back in the ring, man. Because it's been 6 months, so
yeah,
he got to do something.
Well, I'm looking at his sparring partners, man. I don't know how serious he is, though. You know what I'm saying? I think like with Malik and them guys, the outfit they be playing, I think Wilder's on his last straws, man. I think he knows he's gonna get hurt again. I think he's looking for the biggest payday, but I don't know how dedicated. I mean, he look alright in the pads with Malik and stuff like that, but I don't know, man. I think if he fights AJ now, I think AJ could beat him. I think before I think Wilder would beat him, but I think AJ gonna lose now. I like when Wilder was with Breland, I liked it with Breland. I thought Breland gave him some balance, but with Thingy, I don't know, man. I don't know. With Malik,
he knocking out Anthony Joshua, man. Anthony Joshua shot.
Nah. Wilder's shot, man. He got knocked out, man. Y'all see Wilder laying on the floor? Y'all didn't see that?
He ain't get knocked out his last fight.
Nah, he didn't. But AJ never got knocked. AJ ain't never been knocked out.
Yeah, AJ struggled with that Franklin guy, man. He looked terrible.
AJ wasn't struggle. He won every round. He brought 2 rounds, even 1 round. I only gave Franklin like 2 rounds or 1 round, bro.
Didn't that fight go the distance?
Yeah, so
okay, there you go.
So what's that mean, though?
It shouldn't have gone the distance.
Okay, so who's knocked out Franklin to say that?
Man, it don't matter, man. He should have knocked that dude out.
It don't make no sense, bro. If a guy's never been knocked out, why AJ go in there and knock him out?
Man, Anthony Joshua ain't knocking nobody out, man. He getting knocked out, man. Dude got like 4 losses on the record.
Why don't get stretched out? Get out of here. Why don't get knocked out? Get out of here.
Man, you just trying to have conversation, man.
Nah, you go Derrick James. I go by the trainers who you with. And if it came down to Derrick James, who got multiple world champions in Anthony Joshua's corner, and you go with Malik, I'm gonna go with Derrick James.
And Derrick James ain't fighting.
Derrick James is the strategy guy. Bring the train, put the whole game plan together. The trainers make a whole difference, though. Come on, bro.
Once old boy get hit in the mouth, man, it's over, man. That's it.
Hey, okay, let me ask you a question. Was AJ ever been slept? Has he ever been slept? Was AJ ever been sleeping on the floor?
Yeah, he was sleepwalking in that Andy Ruiz fight.
But hold up, did he beat him in a rematch?
Yeah, when he danced around, yeah.
Did he beat him though, right?
Trying to look like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, he beat a fat guy. He beat a Buster Douglas 2.0. Yeah, he did.
He was the same guy when he went in the first guy. I mean, didn't he knock him down? He knocked him down in the first fight, right? Come on, dog. Like you be hating. Like that's too much. Like look, AJ, look, man, you're my boy, but now AJ gonna get him on this one. But he's slims. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I think AJ gonna get him on this one. Wilder destroys it.
Anthony Joshua ain't gonna make the fight though.
Yeah, he ain't gonna make the fight. Look, this is you in haplotypes. This is an American thing. Wilder destroys this version of AJ. Haplotype says like, I ain't
right, that's what I'm saying, man.
Nah, man, I ain't good with that one, bro. I ain't good with that one.
Anthony Joshua done.
I think Wilder's finished.
Anthony Joshua, 33 years old. He ain't got no identity or nothing like that, man. Yeah.
Well, what's Wilder doing? Wilder don't know. Wilder's trying to reinvent himself as well, ain't he?
No, he gonna go back to the same thing, man. He gonna throw that right hand. That's it.
Ain't gonna land this time, son.
And shit, that whole sparring thing is just for show to look like he working on something else. So get people off that right hand. That's all that is. That's psychological warfare. That's all that is.
Yo, Listen, he ain't Wilder's confidence is
Yo, I'm
shot.
telling you, man, it's psychological warfare. You
Yo,
know what I'm saying?
psychological warfare is when you have to beat up your sparring partners because you ain't going to go in there and get you trying to take your sparring partner's confidence hilarious when really and truly you should have fought someone else, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have fought anyone else.
Like who was gonna fight, man?
Charles Martin was there for him. He could have fought Charles Martin.
He was supposed to fight that Adam Kalinacki and shit.
Yeah, he could have fought him. He should have fought him.
So who should fight? Big Baby Miller, cause he gonna knock him out.
Dillian White. Why he fight? Dillian White wants to fight him.
Dillian White get knocked out.
Dillian White. Why he fight though? Why he fight Dillian White? He don't want to fight Dillian White.
Dillian White don't want to fight Wilder.
No, what? Yeah, he did. Wilder don't want to fight him. Come on, man.
White get knocked out in that fight.
Well, I'm not gonna argue on that one. It's gonna be a hard fight. I ain't gonna argue on that one, but I don't think AJ gonna be a
man. White get knocked out in that fight.
Buddy McGirt now. I don't know. He's got Buddy McGirt now, so I don't know that.
And Dillian White pretty much done anyways. I ain't gonna beat him up.
Why you say he's got Buddy McGirt now? He got a good trainer. Like you don't believe in the trainers?
No, Dillian White done, bro.
I don't know about that. He's still around.
He done. He not beating none of the top guys no more.
Nah, man, you guys writing guys off too early. Let me ask you a question. You think Ryan Garcia is done?
Ryan?
Yeah.
If he don't come back and win, man, he gotta win. He probably is done.
Yeah, you guys, he's only 24.
You know but the thing is, he's not active enough, man. He not doing nothing, man.
Yeah, you're right.
So he's a YouTube celebrity now. You know.
Yeah, he's famous for getting his ass knocked out. He got to deal with that until he knocks someone else out. You know what I'm saying? But you knew it was coming because look, you knew it was coming when Luke Campbell put him down. Tank definitely gonna put him down. And look, Wilder been slept. AJ gonna sleep him as well. That's all you gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Like if they fight, AJ gonna have the confidence to put him down.
My thing is, if that's the case, why ain't he do the fight yet, man?
That's what they're talking about. I think the AJ's people came out there in negotiations right now. That's what I'm trying to say. They're talking right now, YG. I'm sorry, no, PFC. They're talking right now that fight. They say gonna be Middle East. They're doing a full fight. That's what they said. It's supposed to be AJ versus Deontay Wilder, and it was supposed to be Usyk versus Fury. The winner out of them to fight each other. That's what they were trying to do.
Yeah, but Fury don't want to do that fight no more.
Nah, he pulled out, man. That's what I'm saying. Because Fury know he gonna lose to Usyk. That's why he don't want to do. That's what he's up to. But we can go there about this. How many hours we been on?
And that's the thing, man. These guys just going for I don't know what's up with these dates and all this other crap because the demand is there. They just don't want to fight, man.
Yeah. Hey, wasn't it good this weekend for boxing though? The fact that Ryan Garcia, they got a lot of interest in the boxing. I thought they brought a lot of fans back to boxing.
Yeah, it's good, but I don't think we should have to wait a whole damn summer to get some of these heavyweight boxing matches.
You're right. When HBO was there, we used to get quite a few fights. They used to make the fights. I agree with you right there. They need to hurry up and get this fight going on. PMC, any other last words on what fight you want to see? We already talked about the Fulton fight. I got another list before we go, but we got some other notable fights.
The fights I want to see is either Wilder versus Andy Ruiz or Wilder versus Joshua. That's it.
I got Andy Ruiz beating Wilder. I got Andy Ruiz beating Wilder, so if they fight. I got Andy Ruiz beating Fury as well. So people think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna pick them too. Hey, we got May the 20th, Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. We talked on that fight already. We got May the 20th on the same day, Dublin Island, Shamrock Cameron, Chantel Cameron versus Katie Taylor. You know what I'm saying? That's a 10-round fight. Then we got in June the 10th, we got Teofimo Lopez versus Josh Taylor. July the 25th, that date got changed. I think that fight was supposed to be earlier. July the 25th in Tokyo, Japan, Stephen Fulton Jr. versus Inoue for the WBC, WBO. And we got a fight in Dallas, August the 5th. In Dallas, Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz. I didn't even know that fight was happening. That should be an interesting fight, though.
Yeah, that should be good.
Nate gonna whip his ass, bro. I'm gonna say it right now. Nate should be able to whoop Nate. Nate's old though. Nate's light though. Jake's heavier than him. I think Jake. But Nate's tough as hell. He ain't never been knocked out though. So Jake gonna be up some trouble. Nate don't hit that hard though. So it'd be interesting to see that. I haven't made that crossover match. What's my man PFC? What's my man Hapatype saying? Hapatype saying Ryan needs to fight once a month. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. I agree. You know, so appetite is on point with that one. Heard they're talking about Fury Ruiz and Wilder Usyk. Oh, okay. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna pick Ruiz though. I still feel like if you stand anyone standing Ruiz, they in trouble. If no one's like look what happened to Luis Ortiz. Yo, he got messed up by thingy Ruiz, man. If you stand in front of him, he gonna do you dirty. You know, he got fast hands, hits hard, and he's like, cause he's a blubber. You know what I mean? He's a dangerous guy. He's a modern age Butterbean. Dangerous as hell. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're talking about. He said, what's it? Morel versus Benavidez. Who's this
Yeah, that should
Morel?
be a good one. That should be a good one.
Morel guy. What's that guy?
That's a Cuban. He fought under the Tank and Ryan Garcia card.
So so Benavidez is super middleweight, right? Benavidez, yeah.
Yeah.
David Benavidez. That should be good. I'm glad David the Kaden Platt. I knew Kaden Platt was gonna get his ass whooped, man. But yo, he knocked out old ass Terrell, and he's doing the great thing and shit. I said, yo, you gonna get your ass whooped, man. Come on, bro. You just lost to get Canelo the other day. You talk too much, bro. Like some of these boxers need to go sit down for real. They need to go sit down. But PMC, any other words before I bounce out here?
No, that's it, man.
All right, man. It's been a good show, PMC. I'm gonna catch you soon. If anything goes up on the weekend, I'll let you know. But YG and Dan the man, you backed out. You know what I'm saying? YG, you know, you running for your life. I'm gonna catch you at some point, YG. I'm just letting you know when you watch this on archive. And Dan the man, you need to take your licks, bro. You picked Ryan Garcia, and both of you lost. Both of you picked Ryan Garcia, you lost. You need to eat that crumble, eat that crow. You know what I'm saying? Like you good when you win, but when you lose, you out of here. I'm EJ Boxing Live from PMC, Natty Turner, Apple Type, and the rest of the guys. We catch you next one. Peace. Nice one, PMC. You take care, bro.